Yo, what's up guys? My name is T-Bogs, and today we are going to be building an all-in-one fully automatic crop farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so this is the all-in-one crop farm, and as you can see, it actually is pretty cool looking. And yeah, so we have four little, I guess, modules, I guess you could say. One is for wheat, one is for potatoes, one is for carrots, and one is for beetroot. So you could basically be getting all of these crops in one little farm. Basically how it works is the villagers that are in these modules will get enough crops and eventually go up to this villager inside of this little module and actually go ahead and throw it at him, which will of course be picked up by the minecart hoppers and eventually led down into our storage system, which is down here. And as you can see, I've actually let this run for about 5-ish minutes, and we're already getting quite a bit of stuff. So yeah, it's a really efficient farm. I actually have 2 of these just for carrots in my survival world, and I highly recommend building these. These are awesome farms. But enough chit chatting guys, let's get straight into the tutorial. Alrighty guys, so these are all the materials you will need for the farm. Feel free to pause the video or take a screenshot, but I'm gonna go ahead and read them off for you guys. So you're gonna need around 3 stacks of either grass blocks or dirt blocks, around 2 stacks of glass. Now it doesn't have to be glass, but it just looks way better with glass. It could be any block. 1 stack of any block, about 1 stack of rails, 12 hoppers, 11 blocks of redstone, 11 powered rails, 5 composters, 5 slabs, 4 of any type of light block. Now you actually can just put a block and then surround it with torches if you want, but I'm gonna use 4 light blocks instead. 2 chests, 3 hoppers, 5 beds, doesn't matter what color they are, 4 water sources, and 7 minecart with hoppers. So that's all you're gonna need guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial for the farm. Alright, so we're going to start off by building one of the modules. So we're going to go ahead and place a slab, and then from that slab we're going to go out 1, 2, 3, 4 with grass or dirt blocks. From this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. From the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're gonna go ahead and make a diagonal like this, so 3 blocks like that, and then you can fill on the inside. Same on all the other sides, 1, 2, 3, and then fill on the inside, 1, 2, 3, and fill on the inside. And then same right here, boom, 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 boom. There you go. So now you're gonna go ahead and get your blocks that you're using and go ahead and surround the whole thing in that block like this. Just place blocks kind of on those corners like I'm doing like this. Basically do it all the way around until you get to there. Don't put one right here because that's going to be where your villager is going to sit. So that is one of the 4 modules. We're actually going to make the other 2 now. So from those blocks you could place more grass like this, and then basically make that same kind of shape you did over there. So you kind of like look at it and copy it. Make sure it's the same though. If you want, you could do the same thing where you put the slab in the middle, count out by 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do this thing all again. Basically do that on this side and then this side, and I'll be back with you guys. Alrighty, so you should have something that looks like this. It's kind of hard to see because it blends in with the other grass, but yeah, basically it's just the inside of this. So now you can actually go ahead and put your blocks around it like you did with the other one. Yeah, basically just put it around on these corners just like I'm doing there. Should look something like that. So yeah, do that for the other one, and boom, you should have something that looks like this. And then you can actually put a block right here, and we're not going to make this other 4th one yet because that one is a little different since it's wheat and it has a little different villager mechanics. So we're going to actually add our glass now, or whatever block you're using. Doesn't have to be glass. Glass just looks nice. So yeah, basically 2 blocks tall around those blocks on the outer edge that you just placed, and on the inside right here. So yeah, basically put glass on all the actual blocks you just placed. Alright, so once you have that, it should be looking something like this. So 2 blocks tall with your glass. That's to make sure the villagers don't escape. And yeah, basically have it all around the block except for this one right here. Actually, never mind, you can put it right there. So yeah, now we're gonna build the actual collection system, or just part of it. So we're gonna place break 2 blocks just like I did right there on all these little edges right here. So now we're gonna go ahead and build this part right here. Now this part is different because the villager that harvests the wheat will actually not throw the wheat actually at the villager. It's a different mechanic than these guys. So basically, you have to fill up their inventory, and when they break it, they won't be able to pick it up, and then a minecart goes and grabs the wheat. So we're gonna actually add that little minecart track right now. So first, we're gonna add an outline of where the actual farm is gonna go. So we're gonna just connect up these two sides, basically, just like I'm doing right here, and it should end up looking like this. So now you can actually see what your farm will look like. Big old diamond or square, however you want to look at it. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, basically you want to break out all the dirt under this area. So yeah, basically like I'm doing right here, just break out all this dirt. And now we're actually going to go ahead and break these blocks right here until it basically perfectly lines up like that into a nice corner. So do that on all the sides, just like this. That's to make sure we could have a clean minecart trail that doesn't have to go all squiggly and craziness. And then yeah, do it on these sides too. So basically make a big square under all this. And there you go. You now have this big thing. So now we're going to place our minecarts and collection system. So first we're going to start with doing the collection system. So basically break 3 blocks right here, add a hopper going into that block, and then another hopper going into that hopper, and then a hopper going into that hopper, which is going into that hopper. So it should be basically this hopper right here, and then this one going into that one, and then these two going into that middle one. So basically all lines up to this one right here. Hopefully that made sense. But yeah, now we're gonna actually add the minecart tracks. So you're gonna put 1 redstone block right here in that corner, and then a line of redstone blocks right going down this middle row like this, and then a redstone block in this corner right there. That's where your powered rails are gonna go. If you didn't have these, the minecart would just stop and yeah, it wouldn't work. So yeah, now we add our minecart rails in. So basically on all these redstone blocks, you're gonna put your powered rails, and then on the non-redstone blocks, you put your regular rails. We're just gonna go for a zigzag design like this. So basically it loops around just like this, and yeah, you might have some trouble connecting it. So basically do what I did and then just put it back, and then yeah. So yeah, go ahead and do this for all of them. So just go ahead and connect them all up like I'm doing here, and I'll get to you guys then. And boom, there's the last one. So yeah, it should look something like this from the top. Basically just zigzags through the whole thing. It goes over these hoppers, which actually collects it. And yeah, so now we're ready to fill it back up. If you want, you could just put grass or whatever right here to cover it up. It looks kind of annoying, and yeah, you wouldn't want like water getting in there, destroying all that. That wouldn't be good. So yeah, now you can actually go back ahead and just fill this up with grass, because this thing is now basically complete. But before you fully do, remember to place a minecart somewhere on top of these redstone blocks and just push it so it starts going. Almost forgot that. That would have not been good. But yeah, that is what's going to pick up all your wheat and put it into the collection system. So now you could fully fill it up with grass. And boom, there we go. There is the 3rd module done. So now you can go ahead and put the glass on the edge of the blocks like we did before. And yeah, there we go. Should look something like this. And now you can go ahead and find the middle. So should be right here, and place a slab right there. That's where your water is gonna go. And yeah, so now we're gonna add the other collection system for these ones. So you're basically gonna want to break these blocks, not that one. Break these blocks surrounding that middle one, and then keep going down until you find that one hopper that we placed before. There we go. Basically keep linking up that hopper to this block right here. So put a hopper going into that block, and then put a hopper going into that hopper, and basically those hoppers back there will all lead up to this hopper right now. Now you can put a hopper going into that middle hopper, and then another hopper going into that middle hopper, and then basically put hoppers going into those side hoppers just like this. And now you can go ahead and put a half slab right on the edge of that block, not fully on there, so it's like halfway there. That's to make sure our villagers didn't really get out and move all the minecarts. So yeah, so now you're going to want to line it up perfectly right here, and then basically build a little tunnel that is going down into your little collection system. So it could look like this. Make sure you don't break another block above, because you might accidentally like get water into your whole tunnel. And yeah, basically keep going until you find that hopper. There we go. Then you can break some blocks around it and stuff just like this, give you some room. And you're gonna break the 2 blocks above it just like that. Then you can grab your chest and then just place it like this, double chest, whatever. You could add it into a storage system, whatever, and then boom, that is where you're gonna get all your loot. Now of course, if you don't want to build this tunnel, you could get like a water stream, or just keep linking up hoppers to the very end here and lead to like a storage system or something. And if you actually want to build a storage system but don't know how, I actually recently dropped a tutorial for one, so I'll leave a card at the top right of the video to that if you want to check it out. Anyways, enough self-promotion. Yeah, that is your tunnel all done. So yeah, once again, that is where all your loot is gonna go. So now you can get started on the villager shenanigans. So basically you can throw some water in these slabs. So basically waterlog all the slabs like that, and yeah, that is what's gonna hydrate all the crops. And now you're gonna place a trap trapdoor and open it like that, right in front of where these hoppers are. That's to make sure the villagers don't get inside of here and move around the minecart, so that wouldn't be good. And for now, we're gonna place some temporary blocks right here, just make sure no villagers get in there. And now we're actually gonna add in our villagers. So basically, the easiest way I find to do this is just obviously get your villagers in here somehow, whether it's from like a boat, water stream, minecart, however you get them in. Basically, put one villager in each of these little modules, and we will assign them their workstations right now. And you don't want any of these green guys or babies because they won't be able to get a workstation, so we don't want them. So there you go. You shouldn't have any green guys or any babies, just regular villagers. And yeah, okay, so now we're actually going to assign these guys their beds and workstations. Now the easiest way to do that is actually, they don't need their bed actually close to them, so basically just place your beds wherever. I like placing them 1 block away from the edges right here. That's just to make sure they don't actually get in them, because you wouldn't want them getting out of the farm. That wouldn't be good. So yeah, basically do that for all these. So put beds on all the edges, and then we're actually going to put 2 right here. One's going to be for this guy, and then one's going to be for the guy actually inside of here. And now that they are all assigned their beds, you could actually assign them the workstations. Now the easiest way to do that is basically just place one down, see who connects to it. You can see it was that guy. So if we destroy it and do it again, it'll be that same guy as you just saw. So we're going to go ahead and place a composter in his module right on top of that water. And then we can place our light source right above it. That's to make sure no mob spawn, or just he doesn't find a way out. That wouldn't be good. So yeah, do that for all the guys. I'll do it one more time with you guys. I place a composter, see who connects to it. It was that guy over there. And then we could place it on top of the water, and then place your light block on top of the composter. And yeah, so basically do that for the rest of these guys. So yeah, there we go. They're all assigned their workstations and stuff now. So now we can get the guy in the middle in. So basically give this guy his composter. I like to put it right here. It's right there, right next to him, and it's not really in the way of anything. Then you could just plop him in right here in the middle. He'll assign to that, and then he'll assign to his bed over there. So now you can just put a block right on his head right there, and then destroy these blocks, and he will not get out now. So now we can finish up our storage system by basically putting those blocks back. These are temporary though. Putting rails on top of those blocks, and then putting minecart with hoppers on top of them, and then you could destroy the blocks, and they should fall down perfectly right in front of that trapdoor. And then do that one more time, so we can have 2. So blocks, rails, minecart with hoppers, and then destroy the blocks. It should fall right on top of the other one. So it should look something like that. Alright, so now we're actually ready to go ahead and plant all the crops. So you can go ahead and basically tilt or hoe, whatever you want to call it, all of the land inside of these modules for these guys. So go ahead and do this for every single module. There we go. So now this is all farmland, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, as you can see, it is slowly getting hydrated. So you don't really have to wait for it all to get hydrated, but it might break some of your crops. But yeah, so now you can actually choose where you want your crops to be. Now, of course, the wheat does have to go in the one with the minecart on the bottom. So go ahead and plant your wheat down there. And once you've actually planted all your wheat, you actually want to go ahead and throw this guy about 9 stacks of seeds. Now, you're doing this because it'll actually fill up his inventory, and he won't be able to pick up the actual wheat when he mines it. So if you throw more at him, you'll see he actually won't pick it up. So that means his inventory is full. So you want to go ahead and do that for seeds, wheat, or whatever you have that will fill up this guy's inventory. So yeah, there's the wheat part planted. So now you can, of course, do all carrots if you want, all potatoes, or all beetroots, or just beetroots, potatoes, or carrots, whatever you want. But yeah, I'm going to do beetroots, carrots, and potatoes. So this one's going to be carrots. So I'm going to plant carrots in this one. There we go. That one has carrots. This one on the other side will be potatoes. And there we go. And then this one will be beetroots. There we go. So there we go. We now have beetroots, carrots, potatoes, and wheat right there. And this farm is actually all ready to go. Now, it will take about 30 minutes to an hour for these guys to actually start throwing stuff at this guy in the middle, because basically they're gonna have to harvest these a couple times to actually fill up their inventory to be able to throw it with this guy. So if you want the process to speed up, you can go ahead and actually bone meal most of these little crops and get them fully grown. So yeah, basically go ahead and bone meal like all his crops in here. Do it for all of them, and he'll actually start doing that. And yeah, once you do bone meal all of them, he'll actually start harvesting them, and once he gets enough, he'll start throwing them at the guy. So yeah, that's a way to speed it up. But yeah, that is actually the farm complete now. So yeah, once again, it might take a while for them to actually start throwing the stuff at him, so don't get mad that the farm's not working. Just let him sit for a while, go a little AFK for a while, and yeah. But yeah, guys, that is the all-in-one crop farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you out or if you enjoyed it, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and maybe even subscribe. I post lots of Minecraft Bedrock content, so if you do play that or if you just enjoy it, consider subscribing. But I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day and goodbye.